Flight Sports TV, man. Appreciate y'all checking in with me, man. We got a nice topic today, man. We're gonna touch on the Dallas Mavericks. They're playing, decent basketball. I wouldn't say elite, but they're not a bad team. So let's get into it. We're gonna touch it. We're gonna touch on them. Before we get into that, we want to touch on, really, are they contenders or pretenders? That's what we're gonna touch on. Is it real or is it fake? We're gonna touch on it. Honest guy, we're gonna call it down the middle. In my eyes. Before we do that, I want you to hit that like button. I want you to most definitely hit that subscribe button, so it helps out the channel a lot. Definitely donate, on my real rights. You want to take your support to the next level. You could donate. The link will be in the description box below this video, and it'll also be in the comment section. Also support the merchandise store, pexoticshop.com. The merchandise is there for you. We got bombers and sweatsuits, 4 different colorways. The links is in pretty much all my videos. I keep it very accessible for you. Don't forget about the $100 or 100 subscribe donation. We already donated $50 on our 50th subscribe donation. Let's get this money out before Christmas. Let's get these subscribes up so this money could get sent out before Wednesday. Come on, y'all. It's holiday season. I do it for the people. We could get that. Flight Sports TV. Now, what I want to touch on, like I said, man, Dallas is playing well. They've been playing, up and down pretty much all throughout the beginning of the season. They were up and down in the beginning, and now they kind of seem like they've been playing well. Luka Doncic went down from the ankle. He hurt his ankle, twisted it up. So Porzingis, it seems like they unlocked the offense, for Chris Snacks, and he continues to play like this. Maybe he could be called Chris Stapps again. KP, he was given that name, by the Knicks, anyway. Knicks Nation gave him that, yeah, the KP. I don't really use the unicorn and all that. That's a little whatever, really. You got to prove that all that stuff in the playoffs with you, this, you that. I just seen Russell Westbrook. That's a unicorn. I've seen a lot. I've seen Carmelo Anthony in his prime. That was a unicorn. KD. LeBron. That was the unicorns. That I'm talking about. I've seen some good players. So new guys coming around, it doesn't really, phase me. So, they won again. I believe they beat somebody again today. They won a couple of games. They lost. He came up short against Boston. So he's following things up. I guess treading water right now is very. You want to tread softly with the Mavs right now while Luka's out, because you want to keep pace. You don't want to fall off the radar, and then he come back and they got to play catch up. You don't want to play catch up in the Western Conference. So I'm impressed to see how these guys are. Especially some of these guys coming from the East to the West, how they're accustomed to the style and all that. So I like what's going on. What they're doing. Some of the role players, they got that kid Powell is pretty good. I forgot that Brunson. Brunson is alright. Seth Curry, they got him buried in the bench. He just come out for once in the blue. It's crazy because he had a role in Portland last year. He don't really seem like he got much of a role. Rick Carlisle seemed like he's rejuvenated. He finally got a team. That's not in the dumpsters. They play, like I said, it seems like they've been playing well this season. They haven't been playing well for a lot of years now. They finally got some blocks that's helping them. Now, do I see them doing anything? Are they pretenders or contenders? That means, are they a threat in the Western Conference? That's what I'm saying in layman's terms. There's so many words. Are the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, and Porzingis a threat in the Western Conference? And I would say absolutely not. Okay. Are they pretenders or contenders? They're emphatically pretenders. Not contenders at all. They're not contending for anything. I believe it's just a big party just to get to the playoffs. And then get swept up. Very quickly. And almost embarrassingly. Like I tell you how it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a humbling experience for the Mavericks and the fans and everybody that's been riding this wave and this love train. A lot of people ain't really been following these guys. It's like, in the NBA, it's like whoever's the new kids on the block, everybody just, just rides that team. They don't even watch the game. They just ride whoever's the most popular guy at the moment. One year is LeBron, 1 minute is Kobe, next minute is whoever. KD is Steph Curry, and then, it was times where people said Steph Curry was better than LeBron James. You had to see it to believe. Oh no, this guy's actually not better than LeBron James. A lot of people say a lot of people. But in a similar situation here, you got people that compare these guys to LeBron James. I've heard people get compared to Dirk Nowitzki, um, Kevin Durant. That's some crazy comparisons. And I just don't see it. I just see these guys are just normal guys. Um, with the potential to be elite guys, but I just don't see it, especially the way the dynamics of the Western Conference is. And why I say they're pretenders and they're not a threat is because I see them finishing 6th, 7th, or 8th. In the Western Conference. They're lucky to get to that 4 or 5, which I don't, and I believe that's their best hope right now is to stay in that 4 or 5 range. But as the West increasingly, progresses, like I stated before in my previous videos, people that's been checking in with me, I told you there's a lot of teams that was in the playoffs at the moment, who were in at the moment, who had no business even being in the playoffs. So, and you had San Antonio, you had Portland. They wasn't even in the playoffs yet. I still believe San Antonio gonna figure out a way to get up in there. Come on, So Portland is in there now. They just won again last night. They're gonna be in there. Minnesota's out. Phoenix is out. Dallas seems like they're holding on for dear life. But as the West progresses, things are gonna be getting shook up in there, and I see them finishing 6th, 7th, and 8th, and the way they match up, I feel like it's gonna be a horrible matchup in the playoffs for either one of those teams, either playing Houston, the Lakers, or the Clippers for the Dallas Mavericks, and I feel like all three of those teams will result in a 4-game sweep. Just because I don't believe they're gonna finish in that 4 or 5, they're gonna finish 6th, 7th, or 8th. Book it, Flight Sports TV. So it's just gonna be a quick wrap up for these boys, and it's gonna be upsetting. I just hope it don't happen to fall to the Clippers because I feel like that's gonna be the most violent matchup for the Dallas Mavericks. I think they might could get loose a little bit on the Rockets, but they'll still lose all 4 games, but it might look a little prettier. The Lakers, first round of the playoffs, the Lakers might come for their throats. The Clippers just gonna stomp on them. That's all. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard to explain. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Basketball fans know their best bet is to finish in that 4 or 5 with Denver, and from there they could slug it out maybe and it goes 6 games. That's the only hope for the Dallas Mavericks. If they play, they gotta play Denver in the first round. If any, that's the only good matchup for them. Because they won't be able to play against the teams at the bottom, Portland and maybe Oklahoma City, whoever so happens to be in those spots when the time is done. You know, um, I feel like they have a better matchup of beating any of those top 3 teams than Dallas does. Not saying this team's better than us, but I just feel like pound for pound when the playoffs come down, Portland has a better shot at beating the. I would say they have a better shot at beating Houston than Dallas does. I feel like Oklahoma City may have a better shot at beating Houston or the Lakers, even though none of them really will have a shot. But I feel like the matchups will be better with Oklahoma City or Portland, all off of experience. In the playoffs, Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony. These guys been there before. You know what they're going to bring. Chris Paul, playoff mode. Steven Adams and the crew, Billy Donovan and the guys. You know what's coming to the table with them. Danilo Gallinari, he ain't no puppy. He been around. Do your homework on Danilo Gallinari. So it's just a tough situation. But that's true, honest to God facts. The Dallas Mavericks are pretenders. Luka Doncic, Porzingis, and Rick Carlisle. Um, all of those guys, the whole Dallas Mavericks organization is a pretending organization. They pretending and masquerading around like they're one of the elite teams, but they're really not. You know, they're really just overachieving. Every season is a hot team. Last year was what, Denver. If I'm not mistaken, it was some hot, yeah, like overachieving team. Denver was in damn near the number one seed in the West, like ping pong and Golden State last year. You have overachieving teams every season, and I feel like the Mavericks has fell into that situation here. Nothing to be concerned about, threatened or nothing. Just a overachieving collection of guys. That are 2 to 3 years away from possibly getting to their full potential. But that's why I'm here to say, man. That's the truth, man. Love it or hate it. It's Flight Sports TV. I'm bringing the content for the people. You know, get in the comment section. Let's talk. Y'all let me know. Are they pretenders? Are they contenders? Talk to me. Let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. And I gave reasons to validate my claims. I didn't just come on here just rambling. You understand? I said my statement. They're pretenders, and I gave reasons why. Love it or hate it, man. It's the truth. Flight Sports TV. Hit that like button. Most definitely hit that subscribe button. Don't forget about the $100 100 subscribe giveaway. We just gave out $50 on the 50 subscribe giveaway. Shout out to my new subscribers. I'll be shouting you out on the next video by name. I hope y'all having a good one out here, man. Y'all hold it down out here, man. It's Flight Sports TV. We're going to keep bringing the content to you. All my new viewers, hit that subscribe button. Check out my content. I got stupid content. A lot of people, they paying for views. They on these websites paying for stuff. I'm getting this organically through the people. You feel me? Like anybody could have did that. I'm not moving like that. You feel me? I'm gonna get this off the ground up from the people. You get me? You got me? Keep it up out here, man. Keep supporting this channel. We're gonna keep holding it down. Get in that comment section and let's talk. When you comment, I respond. I don't just sit back. It's interactive over here. Give me your opinion. Flight Sports TV.